All right, traders, howdy do. You guys cannot get enough of trading, enough of me. How are we doing? Degenerates in the building. What are we drinking tonight? Got the Baptist preacher himself, Mr. Elijah Craig, in here. We got a lot to discuss tonight from this past week. Some things I've been actually reading up on a little bit ago. Just some horror stories, that's all. This is like Horror Story Night Friday. You guys shouldn't be surprised, but in this market, we've been seeing horror story worthy fluctuations in the market. Stop and hunting stops, that is, rather. It's a lot of these tickers, guys. I was just reviewing some of them today. Mr. James on the Crown. How do you drink yours, James? Neat, on ice. You get your Crown flavored. You get the regular 80 proof Crown. Like this Lucy today, guys. My God, man, this thing was so brutally choppy. And then it does a fake out breakout. So I don't know. Some of you that may be newer in here, you guys, I call these breakouts. I mean, honestly, when everyone first started trading, neat. My man, James, neat. Yes, sir. Like it neat as well. How it's meant to be drank. How it's meant to be drunk. When you first start trading, they teach you by the breakouts, right? And then the longer you stick around, the more you realize you get these liquidity sweeps up and over those areas. And so we see these big upper wicks on the Lucy. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Actually, I was just reading on Reddit some horror stories. Guys, I mean, some of these guys were saying they were buying, essentially breakouts at the top, and then the ticker would just dump. They go deer in headlights. They don't know what's happening. Sells off, tanks. Paralysis by analysis is what they call it. Mr. Barron in the building. Yes, the EC. Man, dude, this is what I started with when I first got into bourbon, like 7, 8 years ago. I got started with it, and honestly, I try to dabble around in other areas, but I go back to it. I'm like, man, this is why I love this bottle, and the fact that it's on sale, $30, and they in this small batch, dude, they use 12-year aged barrels in it too. I mean, Elijah Craig knows what they're doing. The Heaven Hill Distillery, very good bourbon. It's like, God, man, it's just such the value for what you get at that price. The toasted marshmallows, graham crackers. It's pretty much a s'more. S'mores in a bottle. All right, so the liquidity sweeps. They're rough, man. They're absolutely rough. And that is why I always go over, James, an unpopular approach but a profitable approach, because when I read, and I like to look around. I look out for the newer people out there, but when I look around, it's all a very similar story as far as in regards to the blow-ups. It's always ego and emotions taking precedence over trading well. And what does trading well mean? Well, it means a process-oriented approach, meaning I'm not going to allow the ego, the emotions to trade for me because they don't know how to trade. What I am going to do is lose well, to take losses off well and let some of the winners run. Discipline and patience, keys to consistency. So some of these stories, guys, I mean, you guys can read along too if you want. I mean, I was reading some of these guys losing $50,000 in a week, and that's not even worst loss for this guy, $700,000. Greed, and his judgment being clouded. Now, how do you uncloud your judgment? Look at this, big wins being exhilarating. So how do you uncloud your judgment? Well, one thing we went over is what is look, test question. How do you reduce the dial on the emotions. How do you do that? How do you do that? Think for a second. How do you reduce the dial on your emotions so that you have these big wins that are exhilarating, but what you're not wanting is the dopamine rush. What you're wanting is process-oriented trading, not results. This is results-oriented. See, I'm telling you guys when the traders start out, what they're focused on is profits. What they're focused on is profits. You're like, Kevin, shouldn't that be what they're focused on? Nope. What you should be focused on is risk. Focus on the risk, on the discipline, not focused on the profits. If you're focused on the profits, you're focused on that's a gambling approach. And so what the dial that you need to turn down is the dial of position sizing. And I have heard this so many times. In fact, my good friend who may be hiding in the chat right now took a little bit larger size than he should have this morning and took a max loss trade on something where he top ticked it and it worked out right thereafter. When he's the one who was telling me about this, size down the emotions to get your emotions in check so our judgment's not clouded on the trades. Reduce that volume dial. If you normally go in 1,000 shares, cut it down in half, 500 or so, just to reduce the noise so that you can A, think clearly in the trade, B, this market, like the Lucy's of the world, we've had to have and Barron does such a good job of this. Barron, how's the trading been going with sizing into some of these? So Lucy was a chop haven. Wheeler was a chop haven this morning. No, I wasn't talking about fades. I'll at least give you that hint. SSII ended up working out. Why did I at least get scared of this? The SSII worked great. MG in the building. What is going on, MG? You don't even feel the green days much anymore. It's the large red days feel 1,000 times worse than a strong green day. Yeah, absolutely. And the worst thing is when you go from big green to big red. Oh, no, you didn't blow your new account, MG, did you? Did you really? I mean, we are here in the this is our confessional intervention time, MG. Did you really blow up your account? MG, you've been doing so well. What did you do? MG's been doing so well. He's found his consistent approach in pre-market. But yeah, full tilt mode. And look, we got to be honest. That's what this chat is about. The AA meetings. We're honest about this week, the month, our trading today, just our trading in general. We gotta work out the kinks in here. So let's have a discussion. When we do this, typically we go over what things we're working on and what we're struggling with and what we're doing well at. So MG, you're doing very well in pre-market. I mean, I feel like you nail those every single day. Did you over trade outside? Trade the pull. Oh, you blew up the trade the pull one. Yeah, you don't have a. Well, if it was like the 5,000 account MG, there's not a lot of like margin for error on that. You can only the drawdown's fairly tight. MG short some of these too on the way up. Where the short sellers in here? Yeah, SSI was the halts were tough on this to really get involved with. They went halt, 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 and then halt down. So that one was pretty tough to get involved with. Oh, you tried to pass in one day. Dude, I pretty much did the same thing. Was the $5,000 one? And now I'm grinding back up. I mean, I literally top ticked. I took a look at RBNE was my first trade on it. RBNE, can you imagine on Trade the Pool? This was my first trade on Trade the Pool. RBNE ended up like getting liquidated at $20 on this thing. $20 MG, and took the max loss there. Now I've just been like grinding back to that. You know, today was pretty good. Today is exactly what I want most days to look like. And that is, I ended up making 237 minus the 24 in fees, $212. This is exactly what I want most days to look like. You know, good green trades, minimizing the red trades. Oh, you guys can't see it. There you go. 237, 212 was today's net. Yeah, but I took a couple big hits, MG, so I'm like climbing back up. I gotta climb back up and trade the pull. But I think you're right. There's a couple things I want to note. Trading at Trade the Pull so far for me has felt liberating in the sense that, I think my strategy, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm full of crap or not, but the strategy that I implement, I think needs a little bit larger of an account. Like the small account is so tough for the way I trade. Because there's your back's against the wall already, and then the fees, and then you are by default red on a lot of the trades when I'm taking the opposite end of the trade, scaling into them. So the 25,000 buying power allows me to be in a lot of different tickers at once. Lets me be in a lot of different tickers than just the one trade. So I'm not tunneling in, marrying one ticker, which you guys know I teach against that. Don't focus one ticker. And I know very well when I start tunneling in on one, because the RBNEs pull me in. And today that ticker was Wheeler. Today that ticker was Wheeler, guys. WHLR. Yeah. WHLR, I knew it when I saw this one. I'm like, I can easily probably RBNE this and take a max loss on Wheeler if I do not focus on the risk. So where I'm at with that is I'm going to take one. When I trade these, like the Wheeler, this morning, for those that were in the live chat, I'm scaling in. I slow scaled it, and I said, actually, I think I have my chart somewhere on it, but pretty much I said, I'm going to slow scale this, and my max risk is $100. I can't go past that, and I'm not going to re-hit it. Pretty much, if I had max loss on one ticker, I'm just going to be done with it. Even though, of course, Wheeler ended up working out great. My third hit was nearly at the top. I got to allow myself to have patience on some of these. Patience pays. I know, MG, you said that helps you out. It helps me out, too, when I actually do it. Patience does pay. You got to let these tickers run. I mean, looking at them in hindsight, it's rough. So, guys, I am going to be doing the giveaway tonight at some point in time. So, stick around. I did pin. Let me make sure I pin that. There we go. I pinned what you need to do if you want a chance to win the $5,000 account. Just go comment on that video, because I'm going to do a comment picker. It's pretty much just going to go through the comments on that video, and it's going to filter duplicates out. So just comment something on it, and that's how you're going to have a chance to win it if you guys want an opportunity. I mean, you have a pretty good chance to win that thing. Right now, I think there's only like 13 comments on it, so you guys have a decent chance at it. Yeah, but guys, we're in here to discuss. This is AA meeting time. So we're discussing the things you're doing well at. You know, I like to start with what are you doing well at, and then what can you work on? Because look, I just read through some horror stories on Reddit, dude. Some guy on here, literally, I've lost $100,000 a few times. I could barely breathe. The last time I could hardly care, and then they knew somebody that lost $500,000. Unbelievable. So you guys are doing all right. You guys are doing all right. Wait a second. This is a year ago. This guy was down 4,000 on AVGO. Oh my God. Is AVGO the one that halted down yesterday? Or Wednesday? Oh, no. That was like APVO. Okay. This guy traded AVGO a year ago. A year ago, this thing was sitting at like 170 bucks. It's at 250 right now. Yeah, he'd be doing all right now. Yeah, tough. Tough. Broke rules turned a 4,000 profit into an 11,000 loss. Yikes. Turned a 12,000 position into an negative $8,000 position. Oh my God. 100,000 gone on calls. It's just ego trading, guys. That is ego trading. I mean, you guys understand that, right? Like we gotta get that out of our system. The ego trading, we gotta get out of our system. So trade the process, not the ego. I'll catch up on chat. James, you blew your account last Friday. Worked and watched this week. If I don't win the drawing, I will be getting a pull account. Yeah, well, good job, James, sticking around to learn, right? Experience is the best teacher. So sticking around, learning from others, learning from the group, the green team in here. It's the best way of doing it. Carlos has traded the pool much better than CMEG for you. I want to have both accounts open, Carlos. I want to get paid out with TTP and then reopen CPRO and trade with both of them. But right now, I'm really enjoying having 25,000 to trade with. I think it's good for my strat. It's good for my psyche, Carlos. I've been trading like the $1,000 small account since the beginning of the year. And the grind has been just grinded me. So to be liberated, especially for the 3-day competition, to pull in $560,000, dude, that was too much fun, Carlos. It's been kind of good. I told my buddy, I'm like, this has been good for my mental health. Baron, you would appreciate that, being the counselor that you are, the psychologist that you are, therapist. Yeah, this has been good. And because I know I can pull a few $100 days, but when you're on a small account and fees are eating you up, it just like your back's against the wall. You can only focus one trade at a time. I like to be in 3 or 4. So if I only have the buying power for one trade, then that becomes problematic if that's the trade that doesn't work out. There's just a little bit more flexibility. Let's put it that way. Trading with a larger account. And so far, that's working in my favor, I believe. So far, that's working in my favor. I do like it. I got to get in tune with working multiples at a time, especially those hangovers. I have a few really good examples of those from this week, actually. Man, and I have a good example today of some of the trades. So, but yeah, guys, share what you're doing well and what you need to work on. I'll pull up a couple charts real quick. Here's Lucy today, for example. Now, Lucy was kind of a choppy one, but I took the short cover. I mean, I like what I'm looking at here. I could have hit it on that. This was earlier, the fake out breakout. I did several of them. Now, this is the hangover, my hangover setup. We saw that today, and I didn't trade it. So I need to get in the habit of taking these trades, even if they're not going to work out. Because, again, I have the buying power for it. I can take them. The hangovers pretty much are tickers that are up the prior day a bunch. They're weak, opening up, and they just profit take the following day. So that's what this did. The light gray area is pre-market and after hours. So the following day we open up and we just profit take. It doesn't get followed through momentum, and we sell off. So that sold off all throughout the day really well. And we normally get those names every day, like several of them. And so now I can be a part of more of them. INLF ended up being a decent name, 150 down to 130. Caught that one. That one ended up being a nice head and shoulders. Here's another example yesterday of APPS, another hangover. I mean, I'm telling you guys, this is one of my favorite edges to trade. There's several edges I like to trade. My analogy is that at a poker table, I'm not just going to fold every hand unless I get a pocket pair of ace hand. There's multiple edges. Like today, for instance, I traded the head and shoulders on INLF. I traded something against pre-market resistance. So additionally, I like tickers pre-market. They make a move, they pull back, and then we pop up towards some of that resistance zone. Well, that's going to be where a lot of baggies are. So I like to short where bag holders are at because they create a natural area of resistance. This is another apps. This apps is an example of another hangover setup. Light volume. After I was pre-market, we closed right around the previous close. We were profit taking the entire day the following day. So ended up being excellent day. I'll show you guys real quick as well. Pretty much the INLF, and then we'll get into this. Isn't just a recap video. We'll get into some good stuff. INLF, guys, head and shoulders, another edge, another good edge to trade. Head is 175. The shoulders are 150. Man, I took all this at 130. It climbed up towards 150. That was another entry right there, that shoulder. Another entry, 150, down to 120 she fell. Yeah, so that ended up being pretty good. MG, you agree? Big account, you can give it enough room before it fades. Yeah, you can size it a little bit better. Joey, you're giving yourself a little bit of time to rewire and refund it. Carlos, I'm fairly new here to trade the pull, so I haven't reached the payout yet. But I mean, from what I've heard from other funded traders, they're doing fine. So Joey, got to work from cutting your losses still coming into C Pro with a cash account. Mine says it's very difficult because you have to rewire your brain coming from a cash account. Yeah. Carlos, I got you. Here you go. MG is the one who helped me with this. Here's a free scanner right here. That's product of Mr. Muhammad Gamal. Free scanner. It works really, really well. There you go, Carlos. That's why you're in here. Part of the green team. James, you gotta be satisfied with small winners and slow build. Yeah, that can be challenging. That's why when I went over to trade the pull, I got a little crazy because been grinding, trying to grind these small accounts, and it gets frustrating. It gets really frustrating, and especially trying to be content with small winners, it can get very frustrating. So I'll start, then you guys can have the floor. One thing that I used to struggle with a lot. Here's my A meeting. Hi, I'm Kevin Avery. I'm a degenerate trader. Cheers. Start with something that you're doing well at, guys. We got, again, here, Baron will appreciate this. Top psychologists say that your attitude is more important than the facts. So, what does that mean? Well, what are the facts? The facts are maybe that we've blown up accounts. But if your attitude is that of defeat, you're never going to grow out of it. So what they're saying is your attitude has to always be positive, essentially. If you don't focus on having a positive mindset and attitude, you're essentially never going to overcome it, right? So we got to focus on positivity in the face of adversity. So let's focus on something positive. I used to not take winners. I used to be really bad with not letting my winners run. I've gotten way better at that. Today wasn't so great, but mostly I'm letting a chunk work for me. 25 to 30% just trailing. With Trade the Pull, they have trails. And so what I'm going to be doing with Trade the Pull is I'm going to be trailing a lot. That's something I've been doing better. So leftovers, I'm at least going to be trailing. Because what I don't want to do is cap my damn winners and then let the losers, get crazy. We want to be rigid with the losers and flexible a little bit, with the profit expectations. Be kind of crazy with the profit side, not the losing side. So that's why I'm really focused on the risk. What's your risk before entering a trade? Now, position sizing is a key thing that not a lot of chat rooms focus on. They don't teach this stuff at all, guys. Position sizing is so important. And we went over that. That's the dial on the emotions. But do you start with a single entry? Do you exit with a single entry? Do you size in multiple times? So what I've been trying to do here, and this is where I've messed up a few times, especially when I went over first to Trade the Pull. There are times when I can tunnel in and lose way more than initially wanting to and anticipating. So lose in like 3, 4, 500. I did that once or twice on here. That, especially after I go on tilt mode. The tilt mode is a tough one for me because I really need to shut the computer off and walk away, but my degeneracy won't let me at times. We were going over that today. We're like, man, we got to go to lunch, and we stuck around for an hour looking at tickers. What sends me on tilt the most is when and you guys have heard this plenty of times, when I top tick something. When I top tick something and then it flushes. So if I'm short on... Oh, and this happened. This is probably what sent me in tilt mode with this account. Let me see here. It was RBNE. RBNE, this thing, this blew people up completely. Ticker went from a few dollars to 20. When I sized into this and then got tilted and stopped out up over 20 at the very freaking top, and then the thing dumps down to $12, that sends me in complete and utter tilt mode. It pisses me off to absolutely no end. I don't know if there's anything else that aggravates me more in trading than that. That sends me over the edge. So thank God, I guess, I get maxed out on the account, because I'd probably get even more reckless. But yeah, that's where I'm at with what I'm trying to focus on right now. Not doing that so well. I haven't been doing that a couple times. Man, I did that with C-Pro a couple times too. A couple times where I get loosey with the risk. I get loosey-goosey with the risk, and then I take way bigger loss than I should. So that's why today I'm telling you guys this, because I don't want you to do this. Because my account does great. I'm up like $600-700 from the first couple losses. I stair step up when I'm doing fine, but when you just got to know yourself and know that, man, please do not marry this ticker. I say it all the time. So today, again, was the Wheeler, WHLR, and I'm glad we have the chat room, because we're going to keep each other accountable with this stuff, guys. Don't just be silent heroes in the group. Let us know when you're getting into a trade. Say, I'm in WHLR at yada yada, shorting or longing, whatever. Let us know prior to you getting into the trade, because we got to keep each other accountable with this. So in my head, I'm like, you're sizing in. You're just going to take $100 max risk. I don't really want to give any ticker more than $100 with this account right now. So $100 max risk. That's what you're sizing to. You're going to take a good short. You're not necessarily going to predict the top, but you're going to get in at a good entry price and size accordingly for that risk. So that's where I'm at. I've taken a few bigger losses than I should have doing that, but you guys got the floor. What you've been doing well and not so well at. Oh, Carlos, so you've been longing and you're thinking about doing some shorts too. That's beautiful, man. Like, take the long and the short of it. Absolutely. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Coin. Coin the vet in the building. Coin and I have been long time friends. He's been trading for a long time. Coin's been trading for a long time, and there's Fades in the building. Coin's older than a bunch of you guys in here. He's been trading for a long time. He's got gray hairs. From trading, too, probably, Coin, right? Fades finally in the building. What's going on, Fades? Emmanuel can't keep your eyes off the market, off the stream. And it ended up purchasing the 50,000 eval. Cool. I'm excited for you. I think you guys are going to have fun with it. I mean, it's been liberating for me. I think you understand where I'm coming from with it. It's just, I'm excited to hear your experience, Emmanuel, with it. For me, it's been good. So far, it's been good. Taking some of the emotions out of it as well. The 50,000 account, I like that. That's probably going to be fun. It's going to be good. Yep, there's Fades. Backside Bandits. So, Coin. What we've been going over is some focusing on, of course, this is an AA meeting, so we're having intervention time. This is confessional. I just went over things I'm doing better at and things that I'm not doing so well. You sent me a text 2 weeks ago about some price targets that hit. Oh boy. Were you in those? Yes, the Backside Bandits. Yeah, Fades have been really disciplined too. Fades has been real disciplined, doing really well. Fades and I have been pretty much like brothers in the morning with these faders, man. And we've been side by side just working these things. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good amount of fun. The meme with the FaceTime. Yeah. I try to share those with you guys when I see them. They're too fun. Yeah, if you guys don't, check out the community chat. All right, so think about what you guys want to put down for your confessional. Outside of that, we're going to do the giveaway here soon. I want the guys to be in here, though, who commented on that video. I mean, you know, if they're not in here, I'll just post it in the community chat who wins. But essentially what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you guys. And again, I got it pinned where you need to go to try to win this $5,000 account. So let me go here and then here. Here's what I'm going to do. On this video, I'm going to take all the comments down here and we're going to throw them down, pretty much just the link on YouTube. We're going to use the YouTube video link. I'm going to paste it in here. And what I do is I'm filtering out duplicate users. And number of winners, 1. And then I'm just going down here and clicking a winner. And it's going to raffle and somebody's going to win. All right. Somebody's going to win this $5,000 account. So I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes, a couple of you. If anybody in here wants an opportunity to win it that hasn't, click on my pinned comment and go over to the video and put a comment down because this is how you're getting the opportunity to win this thing. You got stopped on QNTM at 20. Failed to re-enter, but I did swing Roku. Yeah, focused on swings. Yeah, man. I feel you with the swings. Swings are. I've found a lot of success with them too. There's like hardly any emotions attached to them. You just find a reputable company at support resistance. You know, there's not too much to it, you know. About what fades? Dude, I was thinking earlier. I told my wife, I was like, that little crappy hotel down the street, I want to buy it out and create a day trading university. And I was trying to think like, man, I don't want, you guys let me know what you think. Because I think traders would absolutely love this. Day trading university, essentially you get aspiring day traders out. I mean, again, I'm like, this is all brainstorming with you guys right now. I mean, this is maybe a lofty kind of goal, but dude, if momentum keeps swinging in our direction, I'm down. I'm down for it. We get all the guys. We get the green team, whoever wants to. Pretty much all expenses paid for. I was trying to think of that. I'm like, God, I don't want people to have. I want everyone to be able to focus trading. But how am I going to make? How are we going to pay for the hotel then, or the the trading center? How are we going to pay for this thing if it's all expenses included? What I don't want, it drives me up the wall. I don't aspiring day traders who are wanting to trade well and trade for a career, but they have to work all these like 2-3 jobs to fund their accounts and to keep the lights on. I don't want that. I don't want that to have to be the case. So how could we pay for it then? Well, we're gonna have to pay for it. Like the people who go to this day trading university are going to have to be equipped and utilize pretty much a day trading platform that's proprietary to the day trading hotel, where the money generated is the commissions through this platform. So that's how the lights will stay on. That's as far as I've gotten with it. I'm like, I want the green team to be able to focus trading and trading well, but I don't want them to have to worry about all the overhead. But I want the green team together, man. This would be sweet. This would be sweet. Only fans for traders. I'm trying to think of how that would look, Coin. Show me your candlestick. Yeah, so Fades, that trading idea, the hotel, I mean, that trading center, my mind's been on that. Obviously, that's down the road. All right, let's do the giveaway, guys. Let's do the giveaway. Oh, let me see. Let me refresh and see if there's been any more comments real quick before I think we did get a new comment. Oh, coin. Coin. All right. Oh man, Phase, we were just going over that. I think right before you jumped into the sizing down. All right, here we go. Who's gonna win? James will be all over that. Man, dude. I would love that, man. I would absolutely love it. I need Trade the Pool to fund it. I need a funder. I mean, I think that's how you would have to make it work, as far as expenses paid for without, I think we'd have to have, maybe it could be the Trade the Pool hotel, because the fees accrued are just going to have to be through the platform to pay for the overhead. I mean, that's just pretty much going to be the payment. You probably have to do a certain amount of volume, though, these traders. All right, so start the raffle and pick the winner. Here we go, guys. Oh, you need to see it. There you go. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Nope. Oh, I gotta solve this puzzle. Oh, dang it. What's 8 plus 1? Alright, get YouTube comments. We have 14. Trader Rehab and Resort coming. Alright, here we go. Just Another Mike is the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations. I don't know if he's in here, but I will share this with him. Let me take a screenshot. Congratulations, Just Another Mike. If you're in here, I need to tell you kind of what to do. You just got to register for a Trade the Pull account. Send me an email. I'll forward it over to them, and they will hook you up. All right, there we go. Congratulations. Not sure he is in here. But we did it live, so we're keeping the integrity here. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God, this person made 13,000 and then lost every single penny. See, one of the problems in trading is that, when you make it, what do they call it? There's a term for it. When you make a lot of money like the first go round, and that certainly can happen because we know from that results-oriented trading that green trade doesn't necessarily mean a good trade. But you guys know very well if you take a green trade, you kind of pat yourself on the back and you think you know what you're doing. It can be a bad thing to make money when you first start trading because you don't entirely know the process at that point. So you can absolutely lose it all. But yeah, the sizing down, the emotional dial, yeah, we went over that. That's absolutely incredible. Several of the on MVIS coin. What was MVIS? I mean, a low float ticker. I recall that. I don't remember much other than that. Getting emotional after a big loss that ruins traders. If you can avoid the big L, you stay level. So we should have three out of the 4 things, right? You should have small losses, small wins, or big wins. Never big losses. So I've taken a few of those. That's something I got to work on too. Don't over bias in any ticker. And definitely try to avoid the big losses. Gotta not have the big losses. Gotta get rid of them. And as far as getting rid of things, just so I can trigger coin. Get rid of your level 2 in times and sales while you're at it. You don't need them. Kidding. James, you're still going to get an account. Might get it this weekend so I can be ready for Monday. Which one are you thinking about? You going to get the 5 or 25? You'll get the 5. The drawdown, James, you got to be mindful of. So the drawdown on the 5,000, I think, is 4%, which is what is that? $200. I think the drawdown's pretty tight, James. So you got to be mindful of that. The 5,000's fairly tight. Emmanuel, do you prefer C-Pro or TTD software? There's things I like and don't like about both. I mean, on Trade the Pull, the level 2 is actually, I mean, I didn't really use the level 2 much on C Pro. Some said it was not as a little wonky too, but I don't know. I kind of like the level 2 here. It's pretty good. It's fairly accurate from what I've noticed. The hotkeys for me are not, I don't like that they don't have an application for the MacBook Pro. So I'm on the web. I use mainly a Mac. They do have an app for the phone. But yeah, I'd like to be able to utilize the hotkeys, but some of them were not working for me on the web. I'm going to have to look back into it. I love that they have trails on Trade the Pull. That is one thing I've really wanted on C Pro. And I believe they're still coming out with it on C Pro, but the trails I love, love, love. That's one thing I've really wanted. I like on C Pro how you can get in and out percentages. I don't believe we have that at TTP. TTP is just going to be quantity, not percentage. I love on TTP, Emmanuel, how you can see the triangles on the chart. I really wanted that on C Pro. I mean, I know they have the option, but it just doesn't work. I mean, I'm coming up with all this on the spot, Emmanuel. I love how I don't have to locate anything. If I want to short something, I press short and I press sell. I reverse these buttons, Emmanuel. I'm like, I don't need a buy button because I like to give shares to buyers. I don't need a buy button, so I reverse the button order here. I like that. I need to change this quantity because I hate one share being the quantity right there. It annoys me. Let me at least just put it to 100, all of them. And get rid of these. Ugh. Oh, default lots. Okay, you go to default lots and do it. I didn't mean to turn this into a tutorial. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, honestly, because I would always be locating, because I'm always shorting. So it's either ETB or not. So everything being ETB, oh my god, dude, it's a miracle for me. All I do is press the button. I need to look at the hotkeys again because I'd love to just press short. I wish that could be a percentage like C Pro. I wish it could be a percentage based, but it's okay. That's okay. I haven't used the hotkeys. Yeah, but Coin, the thing with TTP is you're trading their $25,000. So that's how that works. Is your friend gonna fund the accounts too? I mean, C Pro's got the 6 times leverage, and you keep the 100%. 6 times leverage, you keep the 100%. TTP, you're trading somebody else's, money. Once you're proven consistent and reach the profit target. Tequila time. Oh man, do those pair well together? Tequila and wine. Mike B63. There was another Mike that won it. I do apologize. Unless that's you. Unless that Mike is you. On 1K, you get 10,000 leverage. Ice cold beer never broke my heart. My heart tea. Yeah, guys. So, congrats to the other Mike for winning that 5,000 account. I'll post that in the community tab. Hopefully, he'll find it eventually. Sucks he couldn't be here for our AA meeting. Mike's drinking a cold beer. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good combination. Yeah, the eval's like $100 coin. Or 50 bucks. They're cheap. Fades, I want to see your trade the pull interview too. God, I can't wait. We're going up, man. Yeah, today up the 212. So what's 70% of 212? Let's say we can pull this off. Let's say we pull this off daily. Today up 212. Honestly, guys, I think we can do this. I think we can do it easily. It's about $150. So we pull $150 a day times 20 days. I mean, that's $3,000 a month. I'll take it. And guys, you're a part of the green team in here. Part of the green team. You guys know what it is. We find the A+ setups. We take them. Find the pocket pair of poker pair. The Elijah Craig's getting to me. The pocket pair A setups. We find them. We take them. Take advantage of them. Ride them on down. We find good setups every day. Since we're in an AA meeting, let me say this. I've gone over my struggles. I need to have a confessional, though. Hi, my name's Kevin. I have another confessional to make. Just keep it to yourself. I definitely have a tendency to want to overtrade, irregardless of trading, as long as I have. I mean, I love trading. Clearly, I have a problem with wanting to overtrade. If I've traded as long as I have, I definitely like to freaking trade. Okay? I definitely like to trade. So, I gotta keep myself from trading. So what does that mean? It's like I gotta stop myself from finding the trades and let the trades find me. James did that. Didn't go so well. There you go. There you go. I gotta get you guys 5%. You get 5%, I get a kick. Why would I not? Why would I not let you know about that? Whatever you get, whichever one you get, you at least get a little kickback. Yeah, it's really not bad, dude. I mean, honestly, dude, I was fun. These small accounts are churning commissions for me. I can afford $100 and some. You know, every week if I have to. But I'm gonna grind this one up. I'm on my first eval. Haven't blown it up yet. We're gonna grind this up. I don't know if my delay's big. I'm just not reading the comments every second. The delay's probably 20 seconds. I mean, that's just the nature of the tube, I think. The delay's probably 20 seconds. Fades is 14 days to get your payout. So basically 100, 150 a day is a good target, conservative, realistic, risk managed, and just don't have to blow up losses. Yeah, absolutely. What, James, what else do you do, Kevin? Oh, as far as in life or as far as my flaws in trading? The payout on the prop baron is 70%. So that's why I came up with $150. 150, 70% of 212 today would have been net to me $150. which I'm okay with if I have a 25, 50, $100,000 account and I can trade my strategy fluidly. If I can trade it fluidly and the emotional dial is turned down because it's not, your hard-earned cash, you're not risking that. You're risking somebody else's money. So if the emotional dial's turned down as far as that goes, I think there's something to this, guys. I mean, I've noticed with my own trading, something's shifted a little bit. It's just you guys know what I'm saying. You work hard, you sweat out and labor all day for the dollar, and then you come give it away on a WHLR and top ticket. Oh man. I believe Baron, that's right. You just gotta. It's not much though. You grow the 25,000 to 26,000. You grow it $1,500, and then you're funded, and then just grow it from there and get your payout. So it's really not much. I mean, we're gonna get funded, and we're gonna get paid out. We're gonna get paid out too. No, James. On the weekends I try to align like some of my work. So I've studied cinematography and I do work on the weekends. Like I just had a project that I did last weekend. Oh my god, it was so hot out. Oh, and it was all day outside. I was like, man, if I come back to trading and top tick something, that's where that analogy came from. But yeah, I've been, pretty much doing the self-employed stuff for a long time. 31 now. Got a 5 and 3-year-old, and graduated college in 2016, which is when I began the trading journey, and been self-employed doing trading pretty much since then. So as far as the equity space goes, there's really not. I've pretty much seen everything. Yeah, that's I really my passion. I have a strong passion, James, for helping the newer guy out because the newer guys get taken advantage of in every possible way in trading from from everybody. It's like from the chat rooms, from the brokers, from the chop city and the market, and then obviously you got overcoming and learning and mastering yourself. No coin, there's no fees. You just I pay like the $100 and that's it. There's no fees, there's nothing. You got like the commissions, but there's nothing else to it. My last trade, I did this off stream earlier. It got me over the $200. I'll just go over it since you guys are here. OSCR was channeling. It looked weak. It could not break 2250. Again, like I said, there's many edges at the table. There's many hands to play to apply risk to. So at the poker table, there's a decent hands. I'm not going to fold them all. If there's a good hand, I'm going to apply the risk there. In trading, that's where you're going to, over time, with the experience you develop, that's going to combine into the gut. The gut's going to tell you when there's a good trade, and you're going to apply the risk to the setup. So OSCR, I could tell 2250, a lot of resistance. Volume was dying out, getting weak. So I took the short into this sell-off down to the bottom trend, and that just snapped, got weak. But there was a lot of pretty much those kind of setups today. So overall, I was pretty happy, and I like most days to have a performance similar to this. Coin, I'm on the flex, so I have till whenever to complete it. And MG's going to hook me up, give me a percentage of that million. I appreciate it, MG. Appreciate you. That email meant a lot, man. MG, that email meant a lot. The 4 things that stuck with you that you keep at your personal trading desk. That's what fires me up. I mean, that is absolutely what fires me up. Is when traders are learning and succeeding and doing well. And I don't know. I mean, I think the green team, I think we do that well in here. We can help people take that next step. We're not necessarily telling you exactly what to trade and how to trade. Everybody's going to have their own trading psychology and approach. That's the makeup of what you've learned in your own personal experience. But essentially, there are absolutes. There are absolutes in trading that we can't apply to your trading. So when you're hearing people struggling, there are certain guidelines that I believe can be taught and that can be followed regardless. Because we have long traders in here, short traders, every kind of trader. Traders that trade just the large caps. We got swing traders. So there are certain things that you can equip to your own personal trading style that are going to be useful regardless of your methodology. But as far as, I'll say this is like one of my favorite things to say. Great traders are profitable because they have become masters at managing uncertainty. If you guys like all the Reddit posts that I've looked at today, and honestly on X with the Wheelers and the CEROs and RBNEs, like there's been a lot of blow-ups, guys. Some guy lost his entire year's profits on one trade. I mean, that's devastating. I never want you guys to do that. That is absolutely devastating. Please, for the love of God, never do that. I teach do not marry a ticker. Don't go all in on one ticker. Those who, as Fades is saying right there, master trading, and you master much of life. You master, I mean, that's one of the biggest things with trading. That's why I love it. If you master trading, I know you're going to be just well equipped in life to master so many things with discipline. Speaking of discipline, there was this guy who, man, it was bad. So I was in this parking lot earlier today, and I accidentally pulled out in front of somebody. It's like, okay, sorry, feel bad. But I looked back at him and just kind of waved, and he looked at me like this. He was flicking me off, and he was like, "What the?" And then, I'm so chill, probably from the market. I really don't care when people get all emotional. So I looked back at him, and I was like, I did the same thing at him. And then that riled him up. He got so emotional, and he started following me. And when he started following me, I was like, well, okay, I'm going to take my time here. If you want to follow me, I'm just going to kind of stroll down through this parking lot. And actually, if you want to follow me, I might head on somewhere else. So I took him for a ride, and we went really slow. Speaking on the discipline, and the patience, and not having an ego, I will say trading has eliminated much of my ego. I don't really get riled up, and probably because I've been riled up enough from trading. From trading, I've been riled up enough. The emotions are burned. There's no ego. You guys got me off on that tangent. Catch me drinking on a Friday night with our AA meetings. You'll get more out of me. So great traders are profitable for what reason? It's not because they can predict the future. It's not because if anything, guys, just write this down. Write this down, if anything, tonight. Forget everything else I've said. Just remember this. Great traders are profitable not because they can see the future, they can predict the trades. They're profitable because they are masters at managing uncertainty. Might take the 3 rights in the parking lot. I know. I was like, God, I'm going to have fun with this. This guy, I mean, good Lord, this guy's like 60-something years old, and he's getting riled up over this. I mean, we're going for a ride. If you want to follow me, we're going for a ride. Great traders are profitable because they have become masters at managing uncertainty. They do not win because they can see the future. They win because they are absolutely certain about what they are going to do in the face of adversity. It really in the face of uncertainty. Really, they are professional traders because another way of putting it in a shorter form. If you're writing this down and want it on a sticky note, you don't know what the market's going to do, but you have got to know your reaction. You have got to know your reaction to the market. You don't necessarily know what the market's going to do. We focus on the series of trades, not an individual trade-by-trade basis. So you don't know necessarily if this trade is going to have the positive expectancy on it, the positive outcome that you want, if it's going to be green or red. You don't know if it's going to be green or red. This trade individually, specifically. But what you do know is over a series of trades that the edge is in your favor. If you're trading a specific edge where the favorable outcome is on your side. And if you don't apply the risk at all, you know you're never going to reap the rewards of the favorable outcome. So you have to apply the risk, but what you don't have to do is pretty much try to predict the future and go all in on this trade, allowing the ego to trade for you. What you're going to do is, in the face of uncertainty, which is every single trade, right? You take the edge, but you still don't know. It's not a popular approach, guys. I mean, how could I ever have a chat room saying, I don't know if I'm going to win or lose taking this trade? Mark Douglas says that best in trader psychology. He says, when you take a trade, say, I don't know what's going to happen on this trade, and I don't have to know what's going to happen on this trade. But what I do have to know is exactly what I'm going to do on this trade. That's what you have to know. You have to know exactly what you're going to do on the trade, and if you don't, that's bad news for your trading account. So if you're writing it down on a sticky note, say, put it in shorter words, say, I don't know what the market's going to do, but I know my reaction to the market. You got to know the risk, and then you have to accept it. You got to truly accept it. So most people might think that they accept the risk. They think that they're day traders because they're taking trades, which means, oh, I'm taking risk on, I'm taking trades. But some may have really not truly accepted and embraced that risk, right? It's much different. I've given this analogy before. I hate when people compare trading to gambling because it's different, but it can be gambling. I'm fully aware that trading can be gambling if you're trading for that dopamine rush. Trading is separate from a slot machine. How so? Well, in a slot machine, you don't know the pattern before you apply the risk, right? And they accept the outcome essentially. So let's say they put the coin or dollar. I mean, they don't have penny slots these days anymore, right? What do? Have just minimum pay is $1. So you put your dollar in, you press the button, and then the pattern develops. But in trading, we have the pattern develop before we put our dollar into trading. So we see the head and shoulders, and we can apply the risk to the trade after we see the pattern develop, so that we can have the edge. We wait for our pattern recognition. We wait for the patterns to develop and set up, and then we snipe. We hunt. We're hawks. We are lions in the Serengeti, waiting for that gazelle to pass by us, and we just jump on it. So it's a very expensive task, guys. It's a very expensive task and a long road to try to prove to the market that you're right. Avoid doing that. You're never It's not a right or wrong thing. It's not a right or wrong thing. Don't it's literally just information that's generated. It's just information that's generated. It's not right or wrong. So be process oriented versus results oriented. Over bias is the killer. Yeah, Fade. So master uncertainty. That's underrated. Yes, I mean that's where I'm at. I'm trying the losers. Trying to work on those. It's if you're a good loser, if you can be the best loser you can be. I mean the wins are going to take care of themselves. So just be the best loser. Um, but think in probabilities. It's not a right or wrong error. Uh, if you and again this one I always go over. If you can learn to create a state of mind that's not affected by the behavior of the market, the struggle will cease to exist. So change your expectations. Create a state of mind that's not affected by the behavior of the market, the struggle will cease to exist. So mind over emotions. Mind over emotions. You gotta step into the market every single day. Some of these people's their biggest losses come from when they're trading and their mind's not right, man. They're going through things personally. Their mind's not right for trading. They're going through things in life and they take huge losses. That's honestly what happens a lot of times. So your mind, it has to be very strong, and that's what we're doing every single day. The green team, our mind, our collective mind, our green team mind. It's worth all the struggle, Fades. Yeah, take what the market gives you. Don't trade your P&L. Absolutely. I mean, that's hard for me. Like today, I was messaging a buddy that it's just I talked. My life is trading, guys. All I do is talk trading. I'm like, I'm doing well with this eval, but I'm not. I'm never. It's hard to find contentment. It's hard to find contentment, but you got to learn to just be content. You take what the market gives. And if I'm not content, that can be dangerous because then you're pushing the needle when the setup's not there. All right, set the risk and accept it. Yeah, exactly. That's what separates amateurs from professionals. Is the amateurs they focus the profits before they enter the trade. And where do they normally go? Where do the amateurs normally go? I got to take a sip. The amateurs are normally buying high and hoping higher. I mean, let's be honest, okay? Can we be honest for a second? We all start the same way. The amateurs are buying at the tops and selling, well, hoping to sell higher. It's a weird game, isn't it? It's a weird game. Like everybody knows buy low, sell high, but in trading, so many buy high and hope higher. Uh, uh, my memory's fading. What were we talking about? I have a great memory. I have a great memory. It's just kind of short, especially on a Friday night. Yeah. So okay, the professionals are more focused on the risk prior to entering the trade, and that's why I reiterate that much. Man, if like I'm still gonna be trading when I have dementia, but I really hope I can focus the risk. The risk is so important. It's like, okay, I'm starting this trade, but what we're doing is we're sizing in to a max risk. Yeah, yeah, James, it is hard. I'm definitely guilty of some boredom trades. Yeah, I'm a degenerate, James. I'm a degenerate. So that's the name of the game. I definitely take some boredom trades. Thankfully, most of them all were green today, but that's not always the case. So it's like wait for the best trades. Today, James, I mean there were there were trades that were clearly good. The INLF Head and Shoulders, clearly a good trade, good setup. I mean Lucy, kinda. I mean fake out breakout, whatever. I mean it's all right. OSCR was a good trade. I mean there are good trades in there. WHLR. I mean, sizing into that's risky. That's why I almost took a big L on that. But when it formed the bear flag and it was heavy against 9, that's a better trade. That's a better trade. Waiting for the pattern to develop there. You're seeing the bear flag against $9. It's having a hard time breaking up and over that. So I get it. I get it, James. Yeah, there's several good opportunities. It's like, man, this is a high probability setup. These are good setups. And then I take a few trades because I'm bored. Definitely guilty of that. Guilty of a few things for sure. We got to work on it. Mike, I don't have a Discord. I'm open to it. I'm open to it if that's what the green team wants. I'm open to it if that's what the green team wants. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna grow. We're definitely gonna be growing here. We got a lot of plans in the future for the green team, and by us growing, guys, that means you're gonna grow too. I mean, I'm doing this for you. I mean, I hope you guys realize that. I mean, this is pretty much free. My passion is to help the newer guys jumpstart their trading career. I mean, can I make you green? Can I make you consistent? Can I make myself green? No, but I've been around enough to know how to at least create the blueprint for people to build the house. Now, I can't build the house. I can lay out the blueprint. I know I'm good at laying out the blueprint, but I can't build the house. That's up to each of us individually. Just another mic in here. Just another mic. I got some news for you. Mike. I got some news for you, Mike. That's the news, Mike. Cheers. Cheers to Mike. Cheers to good old Mike. Me and the good old Southern Baptist preacher, Elijah Craig. We're cheering up to you, man. Congratulations. 5,000 account. I know, I saw you. I saw the other mic in here. I was like, I mean, can we just give accounts out to both mics? All mics in here. Just another mic. That's a good since you blew up your CMAG account. Did you say that earlier, or was that somebody else? It may have been somebody else. There's been so many blowups in this market, man. And honestly, like, dude, if you guys are even like treading, going sideways in this market, good work, because this market's hard. This market's hard. I will say that Fades, I think you'd agree with this. I mean, this market is, people are going to blow up and lose money, but it's really not a bad market to learn in because it doesn't get much worse, you know? It doesn't get much worse, so it's a good market to at least, like, learn the right lessons because you're going to learn risk. You are going to learn risk in this market. Let me tell you. Going to learn some risk. Yeah, MG, absolutely. This is probably a I don't know. Maybe there's somebody from above looking out for you, Mike. My trades would get canceled when I was green. And I'd hit the hotkey and it wouldn't go through till I was red. Yeah, I didn't experience that, but what did they give you, some like limit on limit kind of thing? Yeah, like the limit orders would cancel out. Yeah, good job, Mike. I'm excited for you. So, Mike, here's what you need to do. I asked them what you need to do, and they said just register for a Trade the Pool account, and then email me. Here, I'll put my email down. Just email me, and I'll forward it over to them, and then make sure you register for an account. That way, they can put the credit. They'll probably put a credit in for that 5,000 account. So you can get going. Man, I'm happy. I'm happy that worked out. I'm happy that worked out. That you just the timing of that was perfect. Good. Man, it makes me happy. God, I look out for my green team. I want to give you all accounts. That's what I want to do. We'll see if we can get there. They need to know that I mean business, at least, right? They need to know I mean business. I'm brand new over there. Just starting out. So, look, if I work my way in there, I can help the green team out. You guys will be taken care of. Yeah, apparently there was something going on at C-Pro. A couple people came through this morning, and they couldn't get out of their trades. But I'm fully confident they're going to take care of it. I mean, in 6 months over there was one time I was in a trade and I was green on it, and I was pressing the sell button, or the buy, because I'm short. So I was pressing cover, and it was giving me a couple of issues. But that was one time. It got taken care of real quick. Yeah, fades. I'll say exactly out loud what the issue is, but I still take the trade. The live streams are reflective. They are. It keeps you accountable. MG, on the $25,000 account, you need to. I mean, we can look at this right now, really. On the $25,000 account, you need to make the 1,500, yeah. And make sure you turn off your I forget what he said it was. There's some kind of a firewall that might keep you guys from getting the discount on the eval. I don't know. Some kind of a firewall or something. Turn off the ad blockers. I think that's what it was. Ad blockers. Sometimes those mess up with the discount code. If you guys are going over there and want the discount. All right, trade the pool. All right, so the program. All right, so here's some of the accounts. Oh, this is a flexible account, by the way. Just another mic that you're going to get. Flexible account. So, hey, that's a $60 account. Good work. $59. So your target, James, and hey, or just another mic. So just another mic. I want you to update us on this, all right? I want you to update us on your challenge here. This is going to be fun. I mean, look, if you blow it up, I mean, there's no pressure, right? We're A-okay. We're A-okay. We trust you that you're going to do your best, all right? But just keep us updated on how it's going in here if you're going to trade live with us daily. So the target on this is 6%. 6% of $5,000 is $300. So your target's $5,300. God, dude, that's not much. Dude, I might need to open one of these accounts. 300 on the 5,000. All right, so 5,300 is the goal. The daily pause is going to be $100. So if you lose 100, what's going to happen? And unfortunately, I've experienced this, so I know. If you draw down $100, you're pretty much locked out of the account for the day. I mean, you can pay a fee to unlock it, but this is to protect them. Like they're practicing for when you get funded, right? So if you pull back $100, you're locked out on the day. If you lose 4%, which is $200 on this account, the account's blown. You gotta keep this in mind. If you lose $200 on this account, the account's blown. It's gone. To pass this challenge, you need to at least you can't just make $300 in one trade. You have to have had like 10 positions. You can trade an unlimited amount of time to achieve this. And then your payout split is going to be 70-30 after you get funded if you acquire this goal, okay? Easy peasy. Okay, couple things to keep in mind. Just another mic. I love it. Easy peasy. Yeah, I felt the same way, dude, when I went over there. And then top tick freaking RBNE. God, dude, the thing would be passed, right? I'd be funded if I didn't top tick that freaking RBNE. All right. Trade duration, minimum 30 seconds, so you can't hyper scalp. You cannot hyper scalp on this account. You need to be in the trade 30 seconds. Be mindful of halts. You can't just jump in right outside of a halt. They want you to wait like a minute out of a halt. The trade range, minimum of 10 cents. So I believe what that means, Mike, is this, because I was looking in the details. The ticker has got to like print at least like 10 ticks, like ticks in your direction. So I think this is a rule that placed here just so you can't get in at $10 and then immediately you're out at $9.99 with 10,000 shares, something like that, and just hyper scalp this thing. So you need it to kind of work in your favor for at least 30 seconds and minimum printing at least 10 ticks. 50% consistency. Fades whenever there's 14 days before you can withdraw 70% of the money that you make on this account. All right. Yeah, that's it. Just another mic. You have no emotions. Sweet. I'm excited for you. Yeah, the halt roll is for closing positions, not opening. Okay. That's not what I read, Fades, but I know that it has not thrown up a red flag. So, for you on that. So I'll believe you. Closing positions, not opening. Sell 90% of the positions. Okay. It's a great opportunity. Yeah, it is. Just another mic. Great opportunity. James, did you get the top 10? Dude, I was like number freaking probably 12 or 13. I didn't know how close I was, James. I was really close. When I had looked at it at like 130, the top 10 to me looked like they were at 800,000 to a million. But it did not show their open positions, and a bunch of them had like negative open positions. So number 10 ended up being at like 650,000, and I wasn't far off from that. I was like at 569, 570. I think I could have made the difference there if I would have focused on that the rest of the day. But I thought I was like $400,000 off. So at that point, I just stopped going for it. Yeah, I was close, man. I was like right there, right at number like 11 or 12. I tried to wait fades out of the hall at least a minute today on the SSII. At least I think I waited a minute. It may have felt like a minute, but it was 5 seconds. I don't know. MG, do you have any other target to get paid out? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, that's that, guys. That's that. So, yeah, go ahead and email me. I'll forward that over to them and make sure. Just go ahead and like while you're sitting in here, just register or sign up. Go ahead and just sign up and so that way you have an account that they can throw the eval into. Yeah, just go ahead and do that. But congrats. Hey, maybe we can do more of the giveaways, right? I mean, I'll ask. I asked them when I talked to them the other day. I was like, "Hey, can I have an account to give to somebody?" They said, "Sure." So it doesn't hurt to ask. The green team, I'm going to take care of you guys. So maybe we'll keep it going. We'll see. I'll ask until they say no, right? Fades, you went on tilt when I first joined TTP because of the 10-cent roll. I short stock sub-dollar and had a few. Oh, my God. You had like $400-$500 trades that didn't count. Yikes. Oh, that would have pissed me off, too. Because that pretty much passed the challenge at that point. You adapt and overcome. Yeah. Yep. I mean, honestly, I'm liking it. I am liking it. It's I honestly can see it being the future. I really can, because there are a lot of people who want to learn trading, but they just don't have the capital to risk. And with TTP, I mean, I've already heard of stories from many people who've blown like 6-7 accounts, but now they're funded and trading well. But they risked literally like $600 total over a long period of time. Getting the experience. So, I mean, there's just such little downside risk and a lot of upside experience. So I don't know. I see it taking off. Personally, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, the green team's taking off, doing everything right by you guys, and I feel good. I feel good the direction we're going. I want everybody in here to be funded, profitable traders, and we're going to do everything we can to get there. So that is TTP. I'm on the Flex 25,000 account. I don't know. What do you think, Fades? I mean, 25,000 honestly is probably plenty for me. Maybe the 50,000 Flex, but going from $1,000 account, guys, 25 is like a playground for me. I don't really struggle with buying power issues, and I can have these $200, $300, $400 days, and that's where I want to be. See, that's where I've been aggravated a lot with my trading. It's like, I know I can have these $200, $300, $400 days pretty consistently, and now that we're heading in the direction of getting funded with the 25K account, then now we can have it. Because I know I have the skill set to do this with this size of account. It's just, we've taken the training wheels off. Let's just look at it like that. Taking the training wheels off. And now we're ready to get funded and get paid out. I'm about to head out as well in a little bit. Any other questions, guys? MG, thank you so much for being in here. You're going to catch some sleep. Have a great weekend. Thanks, MG. And it's late where MG is. It's probably like, 5 o'clock over there. Faye's girlfriend's even more mad at him now. He's over here drinking tequila and wine, trading his life. Dude, is it the weekend? What the heck are we supposed to do? I hate the weekends. I gotta pretend. I gotta pretend like I'm enjoying life for a couple days. Fades, thank you, man. Hype for you. Yeah, the small account grind. Oh my god, it's painful. It's painful. I tried to. It's just painful. We'll reassess. We'll reassess. They do. The weekends definitely feel better. Like especially ending the week on a green note. James, if you're only doing a couple hundred, if you only got a couple hundred, probably go over to trade the pool, I'd say. And then after you get paid out with trade the pool, then you're going to have a few thousand, and then you can apply some of that probably. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, uh, with the flexibility over here at TTP and the hardly any emotions involved, I'm trading well. So I'll probably, what I'm going to do when I get paid out is probably take like half of that and put it back over to C Pro and probably work 2 accounts. When I was doing the million challenge and trade the pool and the eval, like it was kind of nice because I would go over to the eval when something was screaming like take the trade, and I kind of want to trade. I want C Pro to be somewhat like that. Like I'm over there at C Pro when there's a screamer and something is saying take me. Man, but to not have any platform fees, because when I went over to C Pro first initially, guys, I mean, I traded sideways for 3 months. You guys that have been on the journey since the beginning know that, because of the promotion. The promotion was like 3 months, so there were no fees and platform fees. I traded pretty much break even, and right now, I think I'm a better trader, and I don't have I have the commissions, but I don't have like the platform fees and market data fees that are quite a bit, $85. So I don't know, Scott. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good to start seeing some good green action. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Optimistic. All right, Fades. That's my first time hearing that take from you. So play the evals very aggressive, and then when you're funded, slow down and base hit your way to a payout. Because I just started slowing down with the eval. I got aggressive initially, and I was so close to that working out, and it didn't. So now I'm like clawing my way back up. Yeah. Man, dude. Man, I was so close. Initially, I was going crazy with this account. It's pretty close. I don't know. I think I need to get a little bit more aggressive, though. A little bit more aggressive with the account. It's tricky. It can be tricky. Yeah, logically, people trade it like that. They can afford to blow it up. That can be a slippery slope. Yep. I've pretty much hit everything. My minimum trade success rate, I got a 56% consistency rate. Risk reward's good. Everything's good. I gotta get some decent winners going. Gotta get some decent winners going. All right, you emailed me. Let me take a look. All right, I got it. All right, I'm going to forward that email over to TTP. Is that the email associated with your account, Mike? Oh, I won't read it out loud here. Almost did. Bourbon's kicking in. Almost gave out your credentials. Keith, puffing hard over there. Dude, over risking and over trading on that $1 million account helped me, Fades. Oh my God. I mean, really, it was 2 trading days. I made $560,000. 2 trading days. Good God. I mean, the APVO, luck had arrived. Luck had absolutely arrived with that offering. So I won't deny that. Okay. I'm forwarding it over to him right now, Mike. All right, I emailed him over, Mike. So you should be good to go come Monday morning. Monday morning, Mike's gonna be over at Trade the Pool with a $5,000 account. Let's freaking go. Oh, we got the Ginger Squad in here. All right. Yeah, we're not alone. We got a few in here. Fades. Got to remember these prop firms want gamblers and degens, so find the balance. Yeah, they want. I mean, with the funded guys too, they make money. They make money on a lot of different ways, right? They make money when you blow up and then buy another one. They make money 30% of the profits you generate plus all the fees. There's a lot of money to be made. Keith, how you doing tonight? Emmanuel, need to hold a trade for 30 seconds. Is that just for the evaluation or also when funded? I don't know. I mean, probably for both. They probably want you to hold a trade. I don't know. That's a good question. Fades. I mean, what would be their reasoning when you're funded? Why would they care how long you hold it when you're funded? Wouldn't they just want you to make money? For both, though. Okay. I know, James. The degeneracy was absolutely in full bloom. Dude, I'd been wanting to get that out for so long, though. So that was healthy for me. $560,000 in 2 days. That was healthy for me. There's a workaround, Emmanuel, so you can close out 99% of your trade in 2 seconds, though. You just need to keep, 1% of the... Okay, I got you. So take a 1,000 share short and cover 999 shares. So even more than 99%, right? It's like Germex, 99.9%. So will that work too, Fades? Take 999 shares off. You leave 1 share, and you're good. That APVO offering, dude. I mean, I was having a blast, but I did feel bad for the longs. But I was having a blast. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know, Emmanuel. Not sure. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Traders, that's a pretty good Friday night live stream. Been doing these. I mean, we've been picking up the heat on these. A lot of traders rolling in. I mean, I didn't know they would be successful, but apparently there's a lot more degenerates than just us out there. A lot of traders that just can't. I mean, Friday nights come around, most people are partying. I don't care about partying. I want to look at tickers. That's my party. That is my party. Hanging out with the green team. Looking at tickers. Looking at strippers. I'm looking at tickers, I mean. And formulating a game plan for the following week, and really just working on ourselves. Developing good habits. Yeah, we haven't got there yet with the channel, Mike. I mean, we can work on the Friday night live stream. Maybe we can get somewhere with it. But yeah, the rules are annoying. It tilts you. Yeah, I can see that. Emmanuel's like, I can't resist anymore. Emmanuel's a full-on degen. He's like, my in-laws are in town. I gotta take a month off. And he has stuck around the entirety of the time. Just absolutely itching to trade. He's like, I can't trade, but I'm just going to watch Kevin trade. And now I can't just watch him trade. I got to trade. It's my time to trade. Monday morning. It's all coming. City bar at the rehab and resort. Dude, I love some blackjack. You guys like blackjack? We could have that at the day trading titty bar. Love some blackjack. Oh my God, it's too much fun. Yeah, we'll make it work. We're going to make something work in here. No, Mike, I'm not in Canada. I'm in North Carolina. North Kakalaki. James, it's all you do for income. You love trading. Guys, we're a different breed. I mean, we just are a different breed. One thing I've learned, not to get all emotional in here, but I'll say this. I mean, you know how all the older people say it's the journey, not the destination, where you find like the joy and the happiness. I have found that to be really true in trading, because there have been times along the 10 years of my trading journey where I have been down in the slumps and had to do other things to generate money, and couldn't trade. Like I mean, I couldn't be here for the market, you know. Emmanuel. Uh, and you know, one of the things I missed the most was this. And so my approach this time around is, and maybe you guys see it, maybe you don't, but I'm having fun. I'm having a ton of fun. Whether I'm green or red, I'm just so thankful to be able to be doing this, because it's what I know, it's what I enjoy, it's my passion to help you guys and grow these accounts. It's just my passion. So being on the journey itself is the fun for me. Emmanuel, you're in Vegas. You're in Vegas. James, 10 years. Too long. Too long. Too long. I'm a slow learner, James. 2016, maybe 2015. 2016 is probably when I really opened up Thinkorswim and fell in love. I fell in love back then. Yeah, we really have some vets in this group, and we have newer guys. I mean, nobody disparages the newer guys at all. I mean, it doesn't matter how new you are, what your age is, or whatever. I mean, once you find out how much you love trading and you want to learn, we got a good group for it. We really do. Emmanuel lives 10 minutes from the strip. Oh my God. I'm a degen in that area too, Emmanuel. Like, I watch some channels like the Vegas Matt and some other guys where they gamble pretty much every single day out there. But yeah, maybe we'll have a little get together out there. They just put up a Caesars in Danville, so I went over there and played some blackjack, dude. That was the one day. I don't know if you guys recall, it was a couple months ago. I wasn't here for the live stream because I was playing blackjack till like 5 or 6 in the morning. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just drive home and be there for the green team for the live stream, but I could not do it. That's when I put a chat out. I'm like, guys, I can't do it. I'm barely hanging on over here. Yeah, I took 300 to the Caesars and was just battling all night. I mean, just up, down, up, down, up, down. Didn't get anywhere and just left break even. But it was a good time. Yes, once we grind a few payouts, we'll have a meetup. We're going to do something, guys. We'll have a day trading like conference. Dude, if we could get something going where we could rent out a space, the green team, we could rent out a space for like just a trading week. Just, I don't know, Monday through Friday trading week. Oh, man. That's a dream right there. That is a dream. That'd be fun. It's not a lofty dream either. We can accomplish that. We can accomplish that. If we, I'm gonna get we can get trade the pool to fund it. If everybody's over there trading well, if the green team is over there trading well, we're gonna form this green team group that's just gonna kill it for trade the pool. We're gonna be all funded, making money. Shoot, hey, they'll pay for it. That's good marketing for them, right? That's good marketing. We'll have a cameraman, editor, go out somewhere. They got plenty of stuff. Like where Emmanuel's located, dude, there's so many probably conference halls over there, and it'd be a good time. Any last words? Anything else you guys got? I mean, I can sit here and shoot the shit forever if you want to, but I pretty much have nothing of value else to add. Kind of burned out. I'm just kicking back with some bourbon at this point. So, up to you guys. Yeah, congrats, Mike. It's been fun. We will reconvene on Monday. Mike, you getting all set up? I don't know if my wife would appreciate that, Mike. Let's go to Caesars and do some blackjack. How about that? On the house. On the house. We'll, yeah, James, it's unlimited. I mean, for the flex, Emmanuel, for the flex, if you do the discipline, I think there's like a 60-day time frame. But the flex is flexible. Yeah, unlimited. Emmanuel's like, he's asking all these questions because he's getting his account going for Monday. He's like, I can't wait any longer. Dude, I mean, you saw today for me. Like, dude, this is when you, Emmanuel, when you take some emotions out of it and you're trading other people's capital and you have 25,000 and you pretty much kind of know what you're doing, you know? I don't know. That's like the magic recipe, really. That's the magic recipe. At the cheesecake factory. Yeah, James. My name is James. I'm a degenerate. Yes, I believe you. I believe you. Unfortunately, I believe you. That we all are. But you know what? The degeneracy we work on, regardless of being degenerates, we're the degenerate green team. Right? Is that our new name? The degenerate green team? You guys are in the right place. We're growing these accounts. Thank you, Fades, and of course Music, Bernadette, for pointing me in the trade the pool, pushing me in that direction, because so far this has been great. Outside of my idiocracy, but outside of that, guys, I'm gonna finish up this bourbon. Got a little bit more to drink. And probably just kick back and I don't know, kick back and do something here for a little bit and then go to bed. Yeah, Emmanuel, they do an interview with their CEO. Bernadette did that, and maybe Fades. Fades, you've been funded, right? James, you want to do the discipline to lock in? I can see that. I mean, 60 days is kind of plenty of time. I mean, not bad. Beer's good enough for you. Yeah. Your interview's on the channel? Oh, shoot, dude. We gotta look this up. Oh, boy. I gotta look this up. What's your... Fades, what's your real name? I don't even want to know. TTP, that's gonna mess me up. because I'm always calling you Fades. Trade the Pull interview with Fades. Yeah, how do I find you on here? Oh, this is you. This is you. Oh, this is awesome. All right, I'm gonna go watch this thing right now. I don't know how to get. Do you guys want to like tune in with me? This is Fades right here. 12 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how I can get the audio to you guys. Let me think. Have like a movie night. Let me go pop some popcorn, man. Audio output. Doing this to Fades on the spot. Oh man, you're gonna hate me, aren't you? You were on a cruise. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Let me try this.
I had no idea that.
Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Where you could short, small cap stocks with a prop firm. So when I found out about that, I was like, man, this is almost seems too good to be true for me, because that's just my bread and butter. So, I was really excited about it. Like we've talked about, I had to go through the hurdles of some of the rules, but I totally get it at the same time. It's understandable. It's just, as far as for my trading, I trade cheap stocks and I'm in and out very quickly. So I had to adjust a little bit. But like I said, I can get through it. And I made it work. And it was a fun challenge for sure.
Oh, this is too much fun. Can you guys hear it?
Today, Kate is with me. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, congrats on passing the evaluation. I would add finally.
This is awesome.
And I had some back and forth in the email before our interview, and this got his own style and unique trading way, I guess. And we have the rules, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that, and maybe how to fit the right strategy or just adjust yourself to the rules. We'll touch on that in a second. We're gonna watch his trades and the dashboard that he's working on. And basically you reach the evaluation account, the Flex 25K. Let's talk a little bit about that. Do you feel like the 25K is enough? It's flexible enough and enough money to work with?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the fact that I can be in a few different positions, monitoring it, have that leverage.
Yes.
That's all I need personally. I mean, what I would say, I was able to make, a couple grand in that account in just a few days of trading. Yesterday, I traded for like 30 minutes, made like $400. So you don't need much capital. If you have the right strategy and you have your risk management, 25K is all I needed. So
amazing. And then how long did it take you to pass the evaluation?
I think it was only a couple of days total. Yeah, the market was really good. I'm short biased, so I had a lot of really good setups, a lot of previous runners, and I just like to wait on that weakness, wait on the technicals, and just study the chart, the level 2, and get in when the party's over, and ride it back down.
Sure. So mostly small caps, right? Penny stocks.
Yeah, And that's where I had to adjust because I do like to trade cheaper stocks. So I had to adjust to the 10-cent rule.
Yeah.
But I found that that actually is not such a bad thing because I hold my winners longer and I'm able to profit more. So
Oh, you're
it was,
bullshitting.
you know, a little bit of a hurdle adjusting to the rules, but I totally understand it. And it was a fun challenge. And, you know, I'm glad I persevered through and feels good. So.
Amazing. And I know that you already have another evaluation account, right, active?
Yes. Yeah, I had a couple. When I first started, you know, I was kind of just risking a little too much, getting used to it, figuring out the rules and stuff. So I had already tried a couple evaluations, but the last one, you know, I was really just on my A game and didn't let any rules or anything bother me and just kept going and, you know, made it to the finish.
Yeah, it's amazing. Most traders, it will take them like 3 to 5 attempts until they pass the evaluation. Like you say, just adjusting yourself to the rules, understanding that it's not a broker account, right?
Right.
Are you trading on a broker account? Do you have your own capital?
Yeah, I went offshore to get around the PDT rule.
Yeah.
Last year I ended up with like over $50,000 in fees alone for short locates and ECN fees and this and that. So I had no idea that something like this existed where you could short, you know, small cap stocks with a prop firm. So when I found out about that, I was like, man, this is almost seems too good to be true for me because that's just, you know, my bread and butter. So, you know, I was really excited about it. You know, like we've talked about, I had to go through the hurdles of some of the rules, but I totally get it at the same time. It's understandable. It's just as far as for my trading, I trade cheap stocks and I'm in and out pretty quickly. So I had to adjust a little bit. But like I said, I mean, I can get through it and I made it work. And it was a fun challenge for sure.
Amazing. How long you been doing that? How long you been trading?
I've been trading probably about 7 years or so now. I've been self-employed trading for probably about 5 years. Time goes quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice. So I'm going to share your dashboard to show the guys at home how it looks like. So for those of you not familiar with it, every trader gets his own dashboard. You can basically see your progress or track your progress in the stats, everything you need to know. Let's look at that for a second. So this is it, the flex 25K. You need to reach a 1,500 profit in order to pass the evaluation and get funded.
How many days is this?
You had an interesting, you know, curve here, right? You found your reader pretty quickly, but then pulled back all the way to the 25. And then again, you started to climb.
That's too funny.
Do you remember what happened here in that area when you almost reached
What happened here?
Yeah, that was, I believe I got kind of chopped out in some early morning like bell manipulation.
Action.
And then I had like a few big trades that didn't quite pass the rules. So that took away from my profit.
Oh, I love it.
So, but then I, you know, found my ground and continued on and just kept taking really good trades, good trade after good trade after that, and really just climbed back up. So
nice. 46% success rate. 1.5 on the risk reward. That's decent. Usually, this is what you usually expect to see when you're trading. For example, when you traded your broker account, this area of 50% success rate.
Yeah.
Nice. Like you said, short bias in most cases, or all of them actually. And you're literally working with those penny stocks. I see obviously a lot of our traders trading short in small caps, but you're really working on those penny below the dollar.
Yeah, there's a lot of volatility with those, and I've just been studying those for years. I was on the wrong side when I first got into trading. I'd always buy into those pumps and I'd just get dumped on. And so I smartened up and kind of joined the bears and learned my tactics, and I started to realize like I feel like I had a lot more of an edge with shorting. And I've just really found a lot of success with it. And it's definitely like my style. So
nice. So you can see the guys, they know what we talked about. For example, if you see the red numbers, so it basically means that it didn't or broke the rule, basically the 10 cents or the 10 cents or the 30-second rule. Yeah. But besides that, like you said, you managed to work out and actually reach the target. So that's beautiful. And especially after you tried a few attempts and, you know, got yourself to the position that you really feel comfortable with the rules. Yeah. I guess when we'll see you on the funded account, it will be roughly the same, right? You're expecting
Mhm.
to trade similar to what you already traded on the evaluation?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. What about, let me ask you this, because I ask this a lot when it comes to other traders that do small caps short in penny stocks. There's times in the market that you don't have a lot of volatility, or you cannot really find the right asset to trade, or maybe you don't have a lot of and dumps. Do you have any other strategies or other ways to tackle the market?
Honestly, I found the most success in early market trading, and also I really love 4 o'clock trading because on my scanner, the scanner resets, and it's for whatever reason, it's almost textbook. Every day at 4 o'clock, you'll see some of these pumps, these penny stocks just pump, and then it's almost a full rinse all the way back to where they started.
I
And
feel
I
like
see that.
I was hearing a little bit of like a little. I'm not sure if he fully respects the penny stock trading. Let me just put it that way. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but that's just what I was gathering. Like, these penny pumps, we don't see those all the time. But, dude, we see those pretty much all the time. I mean, there's something pumping up pretty much every single day. Every single day.
8
This
out
is
of
a
10
great
days,
interview, though.
there's at least one stock that does that, and it's a beautiful.
Yeah, and you just said that. There's at least one stock that does this every single day.
It's a beautiful pattern. I can be there right there at 4 o'clock. So I would say that's one of my bread and butters. But also, like I said, I like to study the runners, and maybe from the previous days, once they start cooling off and all the retail traders are exiting, and I like to short those as well. But so I have a few different strategies and different times that I can be looking for stocks. So it's always good to have multiple things in my pocket.
And are you usually looking for the technical aspect of it, or are you using fundamentals as well?
I'm doing a little bit of everything. Like I need to know the news, and I'm really familiar with these stocks too. I know a lot of them are kind of fishy. They like to pump and dump. So I'm very familiar with tickers, but I also, I'm looking up the news firsthand. Most of these times, these things don't even have news. They just pump up. But also, I'm very big on reading the tape, reading level 2, watching the order flow as well. So I kind of piece a little bit of everything together.
Very nice. What about some indicators like a VWAP or?
Yeah. I try not to overcomplicate it. VWAP and MACD, and I have the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA. But I found the most important is VWAP, MACD, and then the accumulation distribution.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And when you're looking for those, resistant levels, are you looking for from the daily chart, a weekly, hourly?
Yeah, I like to I definitely zoom out before I take a trade and kind of see what the stock has been doing. And oftentimes the stocks that I'm shorting, when you zoom out, the chart is just like straight down. You can tell that it's just not that great of a stock. So then, I'll compare the chart. I like to flick through different time frames, and I don't really rely on just the daily or just the weekly. I like to give myself a wide range to go from and really analyze it.
Yeah, makes sense. Amazing, Kate. So besides the evaluation and the rules, anything you want to add on the trader pool, the experience that you have? Is it something that you expected to that, or?
Well, like I said, I think I'd only been with Trade the Pool like a week or two. I had messed up a couple evals, but I was very determined. Like I think I told you, I sat there and traded for like 10 hours the other day. I was on it. The market was hot. There was a lot of good opportunities, and I'm like, man, I'm ready to pass this challenge and show them what I got. And it's just a beautiful thing. Like I said, I didn't know. I've heard about prop firms, but I thought it was like Forex and this and that. I didn't know I could stick with what I do, shorting the low caps, and so that was a beautiful thing. So it's been awesome, man, and I'm definitely telling other people about it. Guys other traders that I watch, or like, some more newbie guys, because it's just a beautiful thing. It's low risk. You can really optimize, figure your stuff out. These guys are just blowing accounts, and it's like you don't have to do that. You can. I don't really think paper trading is the greatest because nothing's at risk, nothing's involved. So I would say something like this is a beautiful thing for traders to.
It's a good interview. Fades,
for sure.
or should I say Cade? was 1 month ago. You were on a cruise ship a month ago and had that interview. That is excellent. That was a good interview. On a cruise ship, Cade. And were you trading on this cruise ship too? True Degen. On his cruise ship. Trading. That was a good interview. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. You you know what you were doing. I mean, you spoke your truth. Spoke your truth. Small caps, doing it for 7 years. You're focused on shorting the pumps. I mean, he didn't seem to think that there's a pump every single day, but oh my God, I mean, there's always one. There's literally always one going on. Usually more than that. So yeah, the strategy's always there. The edge is always present. There's always a chat room pumping something up, like at all freaking times. Baron's still in here. What's going on, Baron? How's your rebel doing? You at the bottom of the barrel? Techno still have to be strong to be effective. I mean, yeah, you gotta wait the 30 seconds before you can exit the position. That was a good interview, man. Yeah, I'm taking a trip with, honestly, in a couple weeks, I'm taking my family to, I got 2 little kids who like the Disney stuff, so we're going to Disney and actually taking my son to Nintendo World, which I'm very excited about. He loves the Nintendo stuff, but I'm like, dude, how am I going to not trade for a week? This is going to be hard. I'm like, if I could somehow tell the wife, like, you know what? Look, honey, I gotta make money. We gotta pay these bills off. I gotta trade. I would have thought you would have been a short trader for longer than a year and a half, Fades. I mean, you do it really well. It seems like it's just embedded. Like it seems like that's embedded in you. I wonder when that clicked. When that clicked for you. Baron's been around for 10 months. Baron, you're a quick learner. I would have thought you would have been around for a lot longer than 10 months. I really would have. Because you're trading an approach that some of the pros trade that I know. I mean, your approach is spot on. It's really good. I would say for you, Baron, being 10 months in, I would say the main thing then would be your approach is really good. I would say the main thing is just focus on making sure you're taking good losers. Probably at the 10-month range, that would be the issue. The winners you do really well at, but the losers you gotta get it. Make sure you got a grip on those. Take good losers. Never thought I'd be a prop firm guy, but here I am. I mean, if things work out and this is legit, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't think so either, Fades, but I feel so good over here. I'm trading. I feel like I'm trading well. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Takes a lot of that extra pressure off. Managing your big losers is the biggest trading hurdle. Yeah. Yeah, you've talked about your $25,000 blow up. Yeah. Yeah, Fades has discussed that before. Now, you have the recipe, Baron, for success. You're doing really well. Just make sure, we'd stick to the Small wins, big wins, small losers. Just try to avoid those big losers. Like your approach, Baron is. I've traded your approach before, Baron, so I know exactly what I'm saying to you is accurate. Like your style right now is very consistent. That's like the good thing and the bad thing. So the way you're trading, the consistency rate is very high, which is, like I said, it's good, but it's also dangerous because I've experienced this before. I would have the 90% plus consistency rate with that approach, but when the ticker would come by that's not working out, I would not accept it. Like I eventually stopped accepting, I guess, the inherent risk, because most of the trades are always working out. So you just make sure you're careful of that trade. Keep it in the back of your mind and know that you're going to stop out of it. Just make sure you define the risk essentially prior to taking the trade. Yeah, the 25K, and that wasn't a prop firm either, was it, Fades? I mean, that was real money. Blowing up that 25K. We need a trader. We need like a day trading cruise ship. That's what we need. Take a day trader's cruise. I was just thinking about, where are we gonna dock at? I mean, like the ports that we go to, we're not gonna get off the ship. This is a ship that's just at sea. Oh man! Instead of the casino, we just have trading stations all throughout. This is the cruise ship that's just like there's no port days. We're just at sea for 5 days. All trading days at sea. Oh man. Treetron, yes, I did announce the winner. It was we already did that. Yeah, we did that was just another Mike. Yeah, Mike won that one. But stick around, Tran, you could win the next one. We're going to try to keep doing them here and there. Fades, yeah, thank you, Fades, for being here. Fades has been a good one, man. Fades has been a good one. Good amount of trading experience. I really enjoy you and appreciate you being here. Fades, we have a somewhat, I mean, I feel like we trade side by side a lot of these days. I mean, we have a very similar experience and an eye for a lot of these tickers, so I really enjoy the camaraderie for sure. It should have been me. Hey, you'll win the next one. You guys will win the next one. We're gonna try to do more of them. Just I gotta stay in good standing with Trade the Pool now, so that when I ask them, look, I want to do another giveaway, they'll be like, sure. So. James, how did you stumble upon us on accident? Yeah, man, I love to hang out with the green team live, dude. Just trade together live. Oh man, that'd be the dream. We'll try to do it. We'll get it done. I mean, we've only been at this Green team's been going live at it for 6 months, so we'll keep it up. I want to keep it free. I want to keep this free, James. I mean, I have things that obviously there's things that you can sign up for and purchase and yada yada, but I want to help everybody out free of charge. I mean, that's my mission and that's my passion. So, because some people just don't even like. Some people may not have the money, for instance, to get an eval or what have you. You know, so that's when the giveaways help out. You know, for people who blow up, etc. So we're all about helping each other out here. Yeah, Mike, we've been getting quite a bit of rain, but dude, it is getting hot this week. 90s, 90s, 90s. A lot of 90s. A lot of rain. Yeah, it's incredible. Best of all, it's free. Free content. Absolutely. I'll do it as long as I can, James. All right, Fade's girlfriend is about to kill him. She's lurking off in the distance, drinking her wine, listening to me. She doesn't know your name is Fades though, so she don't know I'm talking about her. Good. Fires are going out. Good. Lots of rain. Good. You started just studying and studying, James, and then somehow we popped up over here. Hey, that's the magic of the YouTube algorithm. Just pops up. She's like, you better wake me up. All right, well, while you guys are ask away, my degeneracy is going to find some hangovers for Monday morning. She respects the hustle. Let's go, man. Well, having a girl, dude, that must mean she probably wants a ring on it, man. That's probably what that means. Let's interpret it in her language, all right? That's probably what that means. Respecting you to that degree. Let's go. James taking the massive losses, and you were in the video. What video was that? That's funny. Yeah, glad you're here, man. Mike, I don't know GF1. All right, let me see what hangovers we have in play for Monday morning. Well, plus some of the like huge chat rooms out there, you know, they don't care about you. They don't care about they don't care about the subscribers, you know. Subscribers are just the numbers and the customers. You know, we're more of like a family over here. I mean, even with 100+ people, I mean, we're on that trajectory. I mean, we're gonna blow up here, but uh, we'll have to figure that out when we get to that crossroads. I mean, the main green team, I may have to like filter out the chat, for instance, during the live stream to just the main green team. Or the moderators. So the longer you stay, I'll upgrade you to a moderator the longer you stay around. INLF, that was a good hangover and Fade. Man, dude. Fades, why didn't I hit this? I mean, looking in hindsight, look at this, Fades. This was perfect. It sold off, and then this pop right here. This right here was the perfect entry. 150, the right shoulder. INLF. I didn't take that. You know I got that 130 fill. I got that lucky fill, and then it popped up. Why the hell did I not short that again up there? God, that was a missed opportunity. Hedge your parlay. Mike, how do we get on the set green team? Just be in the live stream, man. I'm trying to interpret what you just said, James. I'm having a hard time interpreting that. I don't know if it's because of the Elijah Craig or because of the structure of the sentence. You were like in the bottom of the YouTube list, a few hundred videos. Someone made a suggestion in the chat to watch the video. Then you said, why am I listening to you all in the chat? My head hurts. Tree Tran, SOUN, what do you think about it? Can skyrocket? I'll say this, Tree Tran. I mean, it's sitting right at support at $9. So the risk guide there would be like 8, down in the low 8s. This is what I look. I like it for a potential swing, Tree Tran. I do like it for a potential swing, but this is why I eventually moved towards shorting, because I did recognize some good setups on the long side. Maybe like this. I mean, it's not a bad setup, Tree Tran. It's got good support down here. But the problem is when you're longing something, you have to predict volume to come into it. I could dive so deep into that, but I don't know if I have the time for it right now. Predicting versus reacting. I got into shorting because I like to react to volume. I mean, the key ingredient to any trade, guys, is volume. If you don't have volume, you don't have anything. There were so many times 10 years ago when I would buy a ticker thinking like, okay, I would listen into the earnings call right at the 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'd find out there's breaking news, and I'd jump into it. But that breaking news would not circulate to anybody else, you know? There'd be some other tickers that got the attention that morning, and it would get no volume. So it doesn't even matter if you have good news if you don't have volume. It doesn't matter if you have good technicals if you don't have good volume. Nothing matters without volume. That's what I'm trying to say. Absolutely nothing matters without volume. So that's where I fell in love with shorting, because shorting, well, we have volume and we're reacting to it at certain price, with certain price criteria, certain resistance and support zones. We're just reacting rather than predicting. But I got into a huge rabbit hole there, Tree Tran. It's a decent swing. It looks like a decent swing against, $9 support. I'm sorry. I get into these long tangents. I am very tired at this point, so I am going to go too. Fades, you got an early morning. I'm out of here as well. This was a great Friday night live stream. Congrats to Mike, who won the live chat. Thank you, Mr. Elijah Craig, who is no longer with us, but his bourbon's still here with us. I appreciate you, sir. When I'm long gone one day, my trading lessons and will still be here for the newer traders. So that's what I'm excited for. Traders, any questions at all, email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com. Otherwise, Green Team, we're going to be there live Monday morning. Live Monday morning, we're going to make some moolah. Some moolah, baby. Young moolah, baby. Not the old moolah, baby. The young moolah, baby. Today ended up plus 200 and something. Monday, I'm looking to start pushing the needle. We're going to start growing this eval, and we're going to get funded here quickly so I can get on that cruise ship and have an interview like Fades. I think that's the main criteria. I got to get on a cruise ship like Fades, have this interview, but rather than being boring and sitting in my little cabin, I got to get out on the island. Fades, why weren't you on the island with like a coconut in one of your hands and some at the titty bar or something? Come on, man. This is gonna be a sweet interview on this cruise ship. I can't wait till Monday either. All caps like James. Can't wait till Monday. The weekends are the worst. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Tree Tran, Mike's lucky today. You'll be lucky next time. Look, I'm going to try to do more giveaways. So just we'll keep them. Doesn't sound so bad. Yeah. Tree Tran, just stick around. We'll try to do some more giveaways. I'm rooting for the green team. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to push you guys towards success. All right, guys, have a great weekend. It's already Saturday. We'll see you Monday morning. I appreciate you guys. Email me if you have any questions, and we will see you then. Green team, we're out.